Everybody, did everybody enjoy the blind spot? Second question is anybody sober? This is the 12th annual MultiCultural evening. This evening's show is called Color Vision, which I think is a good name for the program. And it has been my privilege out of the 12 years, the fourth time, to say a few words before the program starts. About 11 and a half years ago, a handful of students of different cultures had an idea to start a little program with a blind spot and a program to show the cultures of the different countries. And the best way they figured it to do was to have entertainment. It became a very successful program. Probably the only thing anticipated more than this program is graduation. But now I'd like to introduce a few people in the audience. I know there's a lot of faculty here. Hold on, Dr. Collins, don't say that. A lot of faculty here. I'd like them to stand up and give your faculty a round of applause. They support you very much. There's a lot of them I can't name. There's too many names. I might forget somebody, and then Dr. T will be mad at me. And of course, my good friend, Mrs. Dom, is here. Stand up, please, Mrs. Dom. For the folks that do not know me, my name is Dr. Errol Osberger. I'm the president of the Illinois College of Optometry. And I'd like two more introductions, please. First of all, the Vice President of Student Services, Dean of Admissions, Vice President of Development and Alumni, one of the students' greatest supporters, Dr. Mark Collum. Please stand up. And you all know Catherine Johnson, the new head of the library. Any problems in the library, see Catherine, don't bother me. But I do have a special guest that I want to introduce to you that does a lot for ICO. This young man I met, he was in front of the Indiana entrance one day with a cab, and I asked him, could I help you? Could I pick somebody? He picking somebody up. He says, no, I just happen to be driving around. So I told him sometimes come around at 2:30. We have applicants going to the airport. Maybe get a few fares going out there, make a few dollars. So it was nice to make a few dollars. And since then we became very good friends. He's from West Africa. He was just graduated from DePaul with a master's in computers. He also has another master's in business. And we became very good friends, but that isn't the issue I'm making. What he does for the students here, many times he'll come by to pick up a student at 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, going to the airport, spending a lot of time helping them. But I think Dr. Collins doesn't even know what he did this last time, because I didn't know. About 5 weeks ago, Dr. Collins, I was up in the welcome room, and he said to me, he says, Anthony, could you take care of this young girl because a cab driver really overcharged her severely? And I called my friend Usman, and he brought her there, and that was it. But about 2 weeks ago, in a conversation with him, we were talking about it, and he said to me, he didn't even charge the girl. He took his gas, his time, his money to go to her. That's a hell of a thing to do for the ICO. Usman, please stand up. I like to tell a few jokes, but I think they're ready to get me off the Nicole high. Nicole's Italian, very good friend of mine. Okay. Now, can I tell one, who's a golfer? Anybody a golfer here? I mean a golfer. No. Jesus, what is that guy? Going to eliminate that joke. Okay. All right. That's all. I've had enough out here anyway. But I want you to enjoy yourself. And the most important, one of the most important persons, we didn't forget about her, the architect of Multicultural Evening, Dr. Rebecca Zolkowski. Dr. Z. Now it is my privilege, I don't know if it's a privilege, but a pleasure to introduce the Vice President of the Multicultural Association, Linda Herr. Look how beautiful Linda looks today. I can put my arm around her because I'm an old man. And now the President of the Multicultural Association, Jasmine Wynn. She thought I couldn't pronounce that name.
On behalf of MCA, we would like to thank you all for making it out today. We are very privileged to have such an organization as successful as MCA here, and if it wasn't for all of you and our performers and helpers, this night would definitely have not been so successful.
Just kind of talk about cultural diversity a little bit. We made a little video just to present to you guys just about what the students and some faculty thought about cultural diversity at our school.
Diversity would mean people from all kinds of backgrounds, I suspect, is maybe the best answer I got for you.
Cultural diversity to me is when a bunch of ethnicities come together one place, like ICO, very big gathering of all different types of ethnicities, come together, they know about each other, they learn more about each other, and through that they're able to actually kind of let me read it.
In terms of being an Asian American, it basically embodies what I am.
Man, being open-minded to everybody's opinion, fact, alike. You know what I'm saying? We're human beings, so all of us should be treated as equal. That's how I feel about it.
Well, growing up in North Dakota, there was no culture. So, I think the cultural diversity, in a way, allows you to experience other people's upbringings, and it helps remove prejudices that you might have built up from other places. I think that it builds a more well-rounded person and a more informed society. I think that if more people understood other people's cultures, there'd be less conflict in the world. So it's very nice to be at ICO.
It's not very diverse, and for the first time in my life, being at ICO, I was able to have a multitude of different types of friendships from people from all different types of places.
I definitely experience cultural diversity here at ICO just on a daily basis, just within interactions within the IAI, but more so within our class because we have such a great span of different cultures.
I'm from a small town. Everyone's pretty much the same. You know, people grow up the same way, and so coming to ICO opened my eyes to a lot of different people and types of people, and all different kinds of things. So it's been really cool to get to know a lot of different people and to live in their world just a little bit.
I think it's cool that other cultures get along because it's kind of odd to be just stuck in a box. Just okay, I'm black. I'm black. I'm African American. I just stick with black people. But once upon a time, that's how it was because that's all I grew up around. So it wasn't like I didn't want to. I just wasn't. I didn't expose myself to that. So once I started doing that, it was totally something different. It was like, oh man, you hear everything that's wrong, and then you see different. Once you see it, you be like, oh, kind of pretty cool. Asian people kind of pretty cool. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Culture, white, black, Chinese, it doesn't matter to me. You know, so I see, oh, cool.
What does cultural diversity mean to you?
Well, cultural diversity means color vision, and color vision is always good.
So you can get an impression of kind of what people at ICO think, and I think it's really great that we're able to experience cultural diversity here. And I don't know if you guys knew, but we are the only school that has a multicultural association. So it's great to see all different types of colors here tonight. And we're going to introduce our MCs. We have 4 excellent MCs representative of each class, or third and first years, and I'd like to introduce Eric Coy and Eric Wu.
And I would like to introduce Matthew Beard and Emily Mojica.
Thank you so much for coming, and we hope you guys enjoy the show. Take it over, guys.
Hello, welcome to MCA's Color Vision. This is, I guess, our 3rd year doing this. It'll be your first time here, so if we screw up, blame them. Basically, there's a typo. There should be a U in there. I'm Eric Wu. I'm a 3rd year. I am one of your MCs for tonight.
I'm Eric Coy. I'm also an MC tonight.
I'm Emily Mojica. I'm a 1st year. I think I'm an MC, or I'm just standing up here awkwardly. So.
Yeah, I'm Matt Beard. Same deal. Kind of new at this, but we'll give it a run.
All right, you guys leave. So, I just want to ask before we get started, Wu, what number do you see up there? You don't see a number? I know you're lying. This is going to be trouble. This guy, I don't think you can trust anything he's saying for the rest of the night. Alright, so, turn around. You're done with that. What's our first act tonight?
Wow, I forgot my sheet. So let me go get it. Alright, today let me get the other sheet. Alright, our first act is a Chinese rhythm dance. Performing the performers, Annie Ye, Clara Chang, Nicole Colasurdo, and Noah Seif will be performing it.
It will be performed to the song called Butterfly Love, which is a Chinese version of Romeo and Juliet, which I'm pretty sure is a play, not a song. It's a poem too, though, so, it'll work. It'll be good. Here we go. Come on.